Hey everyone, while I'm at it today, I just did the window regulator on the driver's side door, and I remembered I have a new coolant reservoir to replace this thing because I've had like a seeping issue where I could smell coolant for a long time. I have a 2014, and I guess it's pretty common. I took it in, the dealer said no recall, no nothing. They said, you know, I could just pay for everything replaced, but I didn't want to do that. So I'm gonna replace this. They're not too much money. My pump was broken to get the coolant out of here, and the coolant was all the way down there at the bottom, okay? So there didn't look like there was much in there. Well, that's how much is in there. Since my pump was broken, I just took the sprayer off this, put the sprayer down in there, and sprayed it in the bottle. And yeah, I had to swap hands because it took a while. And it made a bit of a mess. So either get a pump or, you know, if this is all you got, and this is, you know, what's going on for you, wherever you're at, then you could just use a spray bottle. Pick up one of those for a couple bucks. So let me get that out of the way. All right, so next thing you have is it's a 13 millimeter bolt right up here in the front. So I just used a ratchet and a socket. And this thing, you know, the rest of this van's really clean, but for some reason this thing was really rusty. Sorry about the wind. Hopefully I have the wind guard on there for the mic, but it's really picking up now. But anyway, get that bolt out of there. That'll free it up. There's only like 2 other pegs that go down in the bottom here, and then you're gonna be able to loosen the thing up. I got most all the coolant out of there. There's a little bit left at the bottom now, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to tilt this when I pull it out and maybe not get that out of there. Also, before you do this job, you should make sure you have the right size clamps, because I'm gonna use regular worm gear, you know, clamps that you would tighten on to replace these. So let's see if we can get these off of here. I'm just using a flathead screwdriver, and I'm just gonna try and open them up. And you know, once you get them opened up, then you can just slide it off, hopefully. Yep, so I think we're good on the bottom one here. Let's see if we can get these top ones off. There we go. Yeah, anyway, the clamp actually clips over the edge here. If I would have been thinking, but I couldn't remember, I'd been so long since I messed with one of these, you could just pry it up on the edge, because it's like a couple fingers that clip over the side of it. That would have been a lot easier than me screwing around doing that. All right, anyway. Okay, that's off of there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these clamps off. I don't wanna lose them on the ground and run over them later. All right, this clamp's gonna be, or this hose is gonna stick on here a little bit. There we go. And it hit the ground. Okay, that's good news. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that while I'm thinking of it. Okay, so we got those clamps over. Let's see here if I can get it to zoom in. Again, I was saying these little things right here go over the edge of that. So if you just pry up right there, you can pull these off and open it up much easier than I did. So got those top ones off, and I'm gonna keep this tilted this way. All right, good. That hose is not stuck, it looks like. The clamp's loose. All right, pulling the hose off the bottom here. And cool, no fluid. I'm gonna keep this tilted, and we're good. And yeah, it's just the one hose right here is all. So I'm gonna get that clamp off of here. There's a big clamp, same type of deal as the top ones. Here is our new coolant reservoir. As you can see, this looks like something that Fisher-Price made. So we're gonna pull the cap off the bottom, and like I said, I'm using these worm gear clamps, and this should fit on. Put that over the hose, and then try not to let that thing go down too far. Put this in the same way and get this bottom hose on here, and this thing actually has flip that around so it's easier for me to get to the screw. There's actually a little notch in the hose and a spot sticking out on the new reservoir to line it up. So no matter what I did when I was having problems with this, or smelling the coolant and whatever, and you know, maybe this will fix it, I don't know, I'm not sure, but it's worth a try. People said these things will crack in the bottom. I'll have to look over that other one here after we're finished, but no matter what, I would fill it up to the minimum and it would always go back down and hang out down here. The level just wouldn't stay at minimum. So, you know, maybe it's the reservoir, but it could be seeping out somewhere else too. Okay, we've got that tight. Now we're gonna line it back up with the bottom posts in the hole. And we have our hoses here. All right, put our clamps on. Hopefully these are small enough. Okay. Yeah, some smaller clamps would have been better, but these are the smallest ones I had, so hopefully they will work. I will put a link to some clamps and this reservoir also, because so far everything's fit just fine on it. There's a bunch of different ones. Another one of those parts where, you know, there's a bunch of private label ones. They're all almost identical. Okay. I'm gonna hand tighten those the rest of the way. And then we're gonna pop this in down here. And then all we have left to do is put this in. I'm gonna grab some spray and spray a little bit of a PP Blaster, or actually WD-40 on this probably. Some WD-40 on that. Let's get that back in there. Just figured I'd film this because this is one of those easy DIY mods that most anybody with Promaster that's of a certain age is going to need to do. All right, we are just about finished now. Now I'm going to pour my spray bottle back in here, and this won't even register on the bottom, but all right. Make sure we're not leaking anywhere on the bottom. Looks good. All right, back up to where we were. Low. Okay, it's up to you too if you want to use the same cap or not. It does say 1.4 bar, same as the original one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on there. I mean, it's not rocket science, it's just a cap on there. So hopefully they can make a cap as good as they can make the reservoir. So that's pretty much it, pretty simple. I'll put the tools needed for this, the links to reservoir. I'll do the exact same one I used, and the prices fluctuate on these, so I'll put a link to a couple other ones in there too that have good ratings. So I'll do a little bit of legwork for you, and I'll also put something in the description there for the clamps too, a link for those. Get you some smaller ones here that'll work if you don't have any laying around. Okay, I hope this helps some of you. If you want to subscribe or whatever, I have a lot of other Promaster videos and stuff, and every once in a while when I do something like this that'll help out other people, I am happy to share. So take it easy, safe travels, bye.